Welcome to the channel. Walls are coming down. That is the message that I've been getting. Walls are coming down. There are breakthroughs happening in the collective with you at this time, okay? Another thing that I've been seeing it and seeing it and seeing it and seeing it and seeing it. And so now I have to tell you about it. Green cars, okay? If you've been seeing green cars in your neighborhood or where you're driving, if you've been noticing bright green cars, this message is probably for you, okay? That's what I'm being told to say here, okay? Let's get into it. So I'm gonna get you an animal spirit card to identify you. Get you identified. Ooh! We got a mouse on our hands. Let's see who you are. Let's see what this mouse means. I'm pretty sure you got a lot of your hands in the clay with this mouse here. Detail-oriented, small-minded, nitpicky, and nervous. The mouse has an innate desire to tend to the details. It often spends its days fixing, preparing, organizing, and scrutinizing. Unfortunately, a mouse personality doesn't notice when they've gone too far. Soon they begin to have a limited and fearful vision of life and try to control every single detail. This can be quite painful experience for both the mouse and those around them. When the mouse energy is at play, step back for a moment. It may be time to find a more purposeful project to delve into, one that's worthy of your exacting eye. When out of balance, you're busy with no purpose. When in balance, you're organized, resourceful, and prepared. To bring this into balance, a meaningful project, okay? So specifically for you, I'm feeling like you have a specific project that you've been wanting to put your energy into and you've been wanting to invest in. But it's like I'm getting an energy that your hands have been in like all of this scrutinizing and all of this other stuff. It's like the one thing that you truly do want to focus on, you haven't been able to focus on because you've been focused on everything. Excuse me. Like getting it all organized, getting your life organized, getting prepared so that you can do this thing, whether it's starting your own business, starting this project, whatever it is. It's like you've been trying to get the pieces in place before you start. Okay, or before maybe you've started, but before you really start to invest yourself, before you really start to dedicate yourself to this one thing, you want to make sure all this other stuff is in place, okay? And now I'm hearing walls are coming down. So it's like all you have to do now, you set the intention. You've made it clear to the universe what it is that you want to do. You've made it clear what inspirations that you want. To put towards this project that you're starting, okay? Green cars, now I'm feeling like they're significant of your heart traveling, your heart going out and doing some work for you. Maybe you're splitting your energy off and your heart chakra, and that's why I'm seeing all of these green cars, is because you sent off some of your energy to go get some things done for you, to bring in some resources, to break down some walls so that you could have opportunities, okay? But you do need to take that step back because now it's just a matter of you allowing it to come in, okay? So let's go into that. Adjustments are required. Wow, this is the second time I've pulled that card in the last few days here. So adjustments are required, okay? So I'm getting that you are, whatever project it is, this is pretty heightened, okay? This is a pretty heightened energy that I'm picking up on. You're pretty advanced. And so these adjustments that are required, these are very subtle and slight adjustments. This is fine-tuning. This is getting everything how you want it, okay? Exactly how you want it. This is asking for the things that you want specifically, okay? If there's anything that you want to adjust, anything at all, they're saying now is the time to ask for it and then allow it to be adjusted. And in the allowing it to be adjusted, you must let go of what you currently have, okay? So whatever you have currently manifested in front of you, let's say it's an 8 out of 10, okay? On like your level of, okay, I really, really want this. This is an 8 out of 10 versus something that's a 10 out of 10, okay? What they're saying is if you give up the 8 out of 10, you'll get a 10 out of 10. You'll get a 9 out of 10. You'll get a better thing, okay? And even when you give up the 8 out of 10 item, person, place, environment, whatever it is, idea, your scale will have more depth. So that 8 out of 10 that it used to be will be for you more like a 7 or a 6 out of 10. Basically what it's saying is that whatever you have in front of you, there is so much better for you if you ask for it. Okay? And they're trying to get it to come in here. Luck is on your side. Okay, so I think that's what it is. I think it's like you're very advanced. So it's like I'm almost feeling like you're getting in your own way. You're already lucky. You already have the ability to bring this stuff in. All you got to do is ask and then just be, okay? Luck is on your side. New moon in Sagittarius. Okay. Okay, so that's the message there. Let's move on. Protection. Okay, so you can stay where you're at for as long as you'd like. Okay? There's no rush. There's no hurry. There's no you need to get this done right away. You need to take this step back as soon as you can, as soon as possible. They're saying that you're protected, which means if you're just coasting and that's how you want to, and you just feel like coasting for however long and you're just waiting for the inspiration, know that the coasting period, the season of coasting is protected. And they're telling me not to tell you coasting. Like, it's not coasting. It's more like it's really helpful to do that for you to get into the allowing mode, to coast, or to, what's a better word for that? To hang out, to vibe, to chill, to like, just to chill out, to relax for a minute, okay? Relax. Because if you're feeling a little bit overwhelmed, right? Because you might have been feeling a little bit overwhelmed by all of the things that you're having to think about. Again, stop thinking about all those things. You've already asked. It's already set into motion. All you got to do is just be, okay? Let's pull another card for you. New life. Yeah, you have a new life coming. You have a quantum leap opportunity happening. In fact, that's what's happening right now. You're going through a little bit of a quantum leap, and your ego is a little bit separated from this. So your ego is currently trying to like do stuff, make stuff happen, maybe a little bit of getting in your own way, a little bit of trying to control all of the outcomes. But your higher self is currently going through an energetic upgrade, okay? Now let's get into it. Let's get into what this looks like with the tarot cards. I'm going to be using the Journey to Oz and Wonderland deck for this one, okay? Let's see what we got going on. Okay, the moon in reverse, the 5 of cups in the upright position. So there is, so this energetic upgrade is coming from you releasing emotions. For some of you, you've already released the emotions, okay? For some of you, you've dealt with very, very harsh, heavy emotional stuff, and you've been releasing that, or you already have released that. For some of you, that's still coming up, okay? And you still need to release these heavy emotional burdens that you've carried throughout your time here on Earth, okay? And it might be a period of mourning as well, because you're letting go of a version of yourself, okay? You're letting go of a version of yourself. You're letting go of several versions of yourself. 7 of Cups in reverse. And you're choosing your path. You're choosing your destiny. And in this process of choosing your destiny, there's a lot of there's a lot of spinning plates, okay? I just keep on getting that energy. King of Cups in reverse. Queen of Pentacles in reverse, and the Emperor in reverse. Okay. I'm going to pull a Moonology card on this. Show the world the real you. Okay. King of Cups in reverse. You're being asked to step up. Step up emotionally. Okay. This is tough. This is a tough circumstance that you're going through right now. There's a circumstance in your life where there's an Emperor in reverse and a Queen of Pentacles in reverse. So there's these authorities in your life right now, and they could be in your physical reality, or they could just be thoughts that you continue to think that give these people in your life authority over you. Okay. Excuse me. And so, I mean, these cards right here, they're asking you to have some courage and have some strength, okay? There's a part of you that is a little bit rambunctious, a little bit direct, maybe. Possibly there's a part of you that is like a real hard partier, or like you have very expressive tendencies. And like, especially when it comes to your emotions. And you have this like Queen of Pentacles energy around you right now, as well as an Emperor energy, and they're both in reverse. And it's like, it's this masked woman. And like, she's playing nice with you. But it's like, and she's being gentle with you. But there's something behind this mask. Like, she has either jealousy, or she wants to be in your shoes. She wants to take part in your energy. Okay? And because she's a little bit jealous of your energy, she might be, and this could be somebody very close to you as well. But I am getting it's an authority. So this is sort of a feminine authority figure. Possibly a mother figure in your life, actually. Yeah, now I'm getting like mother or grandmother, family member, or close authoritative, like teacher, professor as well. But she's jealous of you. So like, and I'm also getting that you go to this woman for like advice, or you go to her to talk to her, or to express your emotions to her. And she'll give you advice, but since she has this underlying jealousy that she might not even be aware of, she's giving you advice that isn't serving you. She's giving you commands, and she's giving you suggestions that don't really serve your best interests at this time, okay? This card, Show the World the Real You, is coming out. And so it's like, for a while, she has been suppressing your authentic expression, which is like your inner child, which is your solar plexus. And if you don't have a physical woman in your life who's been doing this, this is a part of your divine feminine nature. Okay? And possibly this is the inner child work that you need to work on. Okay? It's like being, and here's the lesson here. It's like being able to express yourself and be disliked in the expression of what you have to offer. So like, what they want you to learn here is how to say things and be your true authentic self, and be okay with being disliked by people around you. The courage to be disliked, okay? Unapologetically being yourself, no matter what, okay? Even if, like, hey, it makes me feel bad to do what makes you feel good, so I'm not going to do it, okay? That's it. I'm only going to do things that make me feel good. And if you don't like that, that's too bad, you know? Sort of putting on that air of, I really don't care about, you know, making anybody else feel good other than myself, okay? Which is actually a very healthy, secure way to go about life. being a little bit selfish with your energy. In fact, being very selfish with your energy and only doing things that make you feel good and always saying no to the things that make you feel bad or that you feel wrong about doing. I think that is the big lesson that you have with this woman. So if you do have the privilege of having a 3D woman in your life who is doing this sort of low-key jealousy stuff and maybe making you feel a little bit suppressed, then that privilege is there for you to learn how to express yourself authentically in front of this woman, okay? But if it makes you feel bad to do that, just separate your energy from that person, okay? Now, let's keep on going. I want to know more about these walls that are coming down. I mean, I think that's part of it. I think that's part of you releasing your walls. You're giving up, the barriers that you had to expression. Now, when you start to authentically express yourself with your solar plexus, a lot of that inner child comes out. And if your inner child wasn't parented correctly or at all, it's like your inner child does do some things that are considered rude or maybe considered like, nah, I don't know if that's all right or that's okay in society. But I do believe that authentically expressing yourself, even if it is not societally correct, even if you have to be unapologetic at first, is the best way to teach that inner child how to be in the world, how to follow the rules of the world. And another thing about that inner child, especially for you, your inner child is coming out right now, and up for sure. Your inner child holds the key to your wealth, okay? Your inner child, that authentic expression that you need to be unapologetic about, that is the key to your inheritance, to your heritage, to your land, to your wealth, to your property, to your career. Your inner child knows all of it. And your inner child knows how to bring the black box inside of the emerald green heart fire up into the central sun, okay, and burn that thing. Your inner child is very, very, very high. And so I'm telling you this because your inner child is wanting me to tell you this, but it's just time to connect, time to actively ask your inner child for answers, actively ask the questions that you have to your inner child first and foremost, because that inner child is going to have those answers that are specifically for you, okay? Let's keep going though. Let's keep going. We're just channeling. You have an adventure coming, okay? The Silk Road, Inner Mongolia. You have adventures coming. I'm seeing you walking, planning. So this has been an energy. We have 3 and 30. So 3 energy is big. And 3 energy represents the inner child. But you have big adventures coming. And I'm getting that you've already had daydreams about these adventures. You've already had dreams about them. You've already had visions. You might have even prophesized about these things that are coming in. And so they're wanting you to start planning as if it is going to happen. And they don't want you to figure out how it's going to happen. They just want you to plan it. Like, for instance, if you've had visions of going to Machu Picchu, Peru, start planning, okay, where do I want to visit? What mountains do I want to go to? What temples do I want to go to? What foods do I want to eat? What type of conversations do I want to have? Start planning this stuff. Start getting start filling in that or setting up that grid for you to fill it in, okay? You do have travel coming, okay? Peace, St. Francis of Assisi. But not only do you have travel coming in, as you start to reconnect with this sense of freedom, this sense of sovereignty, this inner child within you, you're going to start to open up those higher chakras as well, okay? Not only the heart chakra, but also the throat, the third eye, the crown, and even the chakras above your head, okay? I'm seeing his halo being very, very prominent, okay? And so I'm just seeing you glow. I'm seeing you walking down a sidewalk path, possibly in a sunny area. I'm seeing blue skies, and you're just glowing, okay? Different colors. Knowledge is coming in. If you've been feeling like you've been wanting or seeking like some new form of knowledge, they're saying that there's a new form of knowledge coming in for you. through friends, through peers and colleagues. And like, I think what this actually is there's going to be a realization very soon about networking and about how sharing ideas with the community as a whole can create a mastermind effect that can actually impact the world and the people in that community. And there's going to be some revelations about this coming up in your near future, okay? I'm seeing the alpaca, so I'm thinking that these revelations are going to be very soft and nurturing to you. They're going to make you feel cozy and at home, okay? They're going to make you feel like you have a purpose. But not just that you have a purpose, but they're going to make you feel secure and grounded in your purpose, okay? We have the rabbit energy coming out. Second animal card. I just felt like it, so I'm going to do it. Okay, so we've gone from mouse to rabbit, okay? What does that mean? Well, first we were oh, look at that. What's interesting though is the mouse card in this book is right next to the next page is the rabbit. So let's see what that is. Afraid of everything. Oh my goodness, wow. Afraid of everything, overwhelmed, frozen. The rabbit loves to remind his friends that someday the eagle will swoop down and eat him. He talks and talks and talks about it, so loudly in fact that one day the eagle hears and thanks him for the great idea. Rabbit energy is alive when we are scared, and we become our own worst enemy. We spin up a dust cloud of fear and then complain to others that we are lost. Notice your thoughts and words. They shape your destiny. Okay, when this is in balance, you're a good listener and sensitive, but when you're out of balance, you talk fast and you over-explain. To bring this into balance, a vow of silence, okay? So fear is very interesting because fear is the basically the enemy, right? So if you are afraid, that is when you are most susceptible to all kinds of energies, okay? So the key is to just stay out of fear. This has been such a good reading. What's going on with this rabbit here? Receptivity in a past life. Okay. Oh, okay. So another thing that you've been working on the back burner is there's this past life that you lived, and you actually built up a whole bunch of fear in that past life. Wonder why. Courage. It was to teach you courage, right? Because when we ask God for patience, he doesn't give us patience. He gives us something to wait for. When we ask him for wisdom, he doesn't, give us wisdom. He gives us an experience that will teach us, okay? And when you ask for courage, when you ask to be courageous, God puts you in, or, the source, the universe, puts you in a position where you'll be having to deal with fear, right? And he who can conquer fear can conquer all, right? So I think that's what you're dealing with on sort of a back burner. A part of you is dealing with a fear past life, a fearful past life. It's not just one past life. It's actually an ancestral line that you have. This is another curse that you're breaking generationally, actually. Wow. I'm getting so... You have a spirit guide who's very, very intellectual about this stuff. He's keeping track. He's keeping record. He has a bunch of file cabinets. He's going through the file cabinets. He's saying, yep. You're dealing with this line. You're dealing with this. And it's all, you signed up for it. So yeah. Interesting. And he actually does remind me of the fast talking rabbit. Interesting. Okay. The guide probably is the personality who lived in the past life. Librarian, file cabinet sort of personality. Interesting. Anything else about this? You are good enough. You are good enough. Full moon in Virgo. You're good enough. You're great. You got it. Like, the reason why that they're making you deal with this stuff is because you got what it takes, okay? You got the cojones, you got the guts, you got the brass, you got the brain, you got the brawn, you got that. People can't even put into words what it is you got, okay? They can't even, it's ineffable what you got. It's just that, it's just that, you got it, okay? That's why they're giving it to you. That's why they're making you deal with it. And just stand on the belief that if you deal with this stuff, your ancestors don't have to. Your line, your legacy does not have to. Not even just your legacy, my legacy. Not even just my legacy, our legacy as a collective doesn't have to deal with the stuff that you're doing for us. So I appreciate you. Okay? I know it's tough. I know it's hard work. I know, it might cause you to take a lot of naps. Definitely causes me to take a lot of naps. Holy moly. But those naps are not, they're not to look down on. They're very important. I feel like naps are super important. Super highly spiritual beings take naps all the time. Okay. Bring out the old moonshine cards one more time, okay? My gosh. I love you guys' emails and your guys' responses and your guys' comments and all of the support. I love it all. It's so amazing to me, honestly. Okay, let's see what you got. Karmic completion. Ding, 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 ding. That's that fear cycle. That fear cycle is coming out of you. It's like a parasite that's been lashing onto your generational line for centuries. And now you are the big cojones to deal with it, okay? Be yourself. Authenticity. Okay, you're being called to be super authentic, especially, that's going to help you in all areas. That's going to help you take a step back. That's going to help you talking with this woman and telling her how it is and standing your ground. Because if you've ever thought a situation requires you to not be yourself, it's probably not a correct thought, okay? Or maybe it's a program, right? So, but I'm just getting you're clearing out that karma. Clearing out the karma. Interpret your dreams is another thing. So your dreams might be very, very important as you go through this clearing out process, okay? So pay attention to your dreams. I know a lot of you have dream journals. Keep it up. It's really amazing that you're doing that. And do it for you. Do the dream journal for you, okay? For your future self. Got eyes on you, okay? Ancestors, eyes on you. Higher self, eyes on you. I like to do this exercise, okay? It's my 10-year self. 10 years from now, Anakin is sitting right in front of me while I do these readings. And he's watching me. And he's giving me support. He's helping me out. And 10 years in the future, you is always with you. If you just ask, okay? And then you can get into little mental models where you're like, okay, well, how about 80 years in the future? Anakin, what does he have to say? Oh, well, okay. That's really fun. Okay, it's been an honor and a privilege to do your reading today. Have a wonderful rest of your night. Bye-bye.